and there's no adjustment. He ain't said nothing about moving in. You give him hints, that does he need to go home and get change of clothes or whatever, and but when it comes time to get him out, so that's the topic right now, and we're going to get back to some good music, and the topic is, what do you do when you find yourself in the wrong or bad situation in your relationship when it's not working out? What do you do? All right. That was my man Freddie Jackson. When that song came out in 1986, big things happened. Big things. Love music started coming back in fashion. In about 3 minutes, my guest, the great Waverly Tiller. If you live in Richmond, you have heard the name. Um, I call him, one of my best friends, my mentor, colleague. He has helped me as far as a football coach, uh, tap into motivating young male athletes, becoming great fathers, husbands, citizens of the community. So I'm gonna pick his brains in about 2 minutes. But until then, I'm gonna play you another cut. Hope you like my music. Call in. The number is 804-560-1422. The call-in number is 804-560-1422. You mighty Trojans that was coached under Coach Tiller, we need you to call in. You Vikings, we need you to call in. 804-560-1422.
What's wrong with my mind? What's come over me? I thought I saw your face, wearing your smile, dimple on the side. What's come over me? What's come over me? What's come over me? What's come over me? What's wrong with my ears? They're deceiving me. I thought I heard you speak, calling my name. I must be insane. I just can't explain. What's come over me? What's come over me? What's come over me? What's come over me? Don't tell me I've stumbled upon you. Oh, is my mind in a daze? For this can't be as real as I want it. For you let me go and went away. Such kind of feeling. Just look at me now. Seems like I'm floating on a cloud. Oh, what could this be? What's come over me? 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 What's come over me?
You see, I must have gone through some changes when I kissed your picture. And hey, my mind just keeps on wondering, and you only left me yesterday. I've never been to heaven Instead, I spent the night with you. Maybe that's the reason I don't know what to do. What's come over me? What's come over me?
All right. Uh, right now we have the uh, presence of Waverly Tiller in the studio today, and we like to give him a big Steve Rankin welcoming. So, Coach, thank you for coming on the show. Um, Tell me, what got you into coaching football?
Well, football always been a passion of mine, Rankin. Again, glad to be here with you. Lay my eyes on you, been a while, with the COVID and what have you. But thank you for, this invite. And I'm sure it's going to be a delightful afternoon. But to answer your question, football, back in my days, we just, made a ball. We played around, sandlot, ball up a shirt or something like that, and, until we was able to, get a ball, and, it was pretty much a tough man contest, in terms of, not knowing what you're doing, not being, what your talent level was, but we just, enjoyed running and tackling, It was fun. Excuse me. But as I matured and, got a little older and, started playing organized football, the passion just built within me.
Mm-hmm.
And, the joy, the thrill that I got out of it, it stayed with me. Even here on the air tonight, I'm still feeling it, even though, I'm retired. But football's been my life.
Mm-hmm.
It paid for my education, got me out the house of, 8 children. I was only, so glad to attend college, to have my own 3 hots in a cot, and be able to do something that I really love, dearly.
Mm-hmm. So, being the head football coach of a HBCU and the lack of funds, how did you recruit? Because I remember, when I started coaching at Virginia State, and pretty much everywhere I coached, we played with Elizabeth City State. I'd put a W. I mean, even before the season began, I was like, that's a W, because they might have 1 or 2 good players. They didn't have a team, where you had like 11 great players. It was just 1 or 2 great players on a team. And what I'm saying is, I know you have made a difference in a lot of young men's lives by taking them out of different situations and bringing them into your program and coaching with you. I can see a lot of kids that you signed that still brought that street with them into the program. And I guess by Christmas time that freshman year, I could see it slowly leaving, because of the discipline that you had installed in the program. And then the thing is that when they became juniors, they were leaders of the team, and the I guess it was the experience of being on the team that that led the difference in those young men's lives. So, my thing is, um, what what was your mentality when you went out and recruited a lot of kids from little towns like Plymouth, um, Little Washington, uh, New Bern, where all them little places you got them kids from?
Very broad all the way down through that.
Yeah,
Clinton.
yeah. A lot of places that we wouldn't normally think of. You was getting recruits out of that area. Um, so my thing, and you put a good team. You would always feel a good team with the budget that you had. So tell me, how did you do that?
Well, Steve, you always, sometimes rely on your upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
It starts from the beginning. It's how you were raised. I was raised by strong men. I was always surrounded by strong men, like 9 uncles. On my mother's side, I had 6 uncles on my daddy's side, and my grandfathers, his friends. Always ran strong men. You watched and seen how they did it
Mm-hmm.
in terms of doing a whole lot with a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And grandma used to, show you how she would stretch those meals. So always did, a lot with a little bit. So you rely on those values from life, what life teaches you. Somebody helped me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's instilled in my heart that one day I will be in a position to help somebody.
Right.
And that's what I did, and that's what I do. Anytime I get an opportunity to help somebody, reach back and pull one up. I that's all instilled in you.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of as I matured into this game of football, my hat goes off to Lindy Hill, head football coach at Highland Springs, to give me opportunity to perform at my level best. Hats off to Willard Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
who gave me opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunity that I really didn't think I wanted.
Right.
But to sit down and talk with him and seeing what the future could be.
Mm-hmm.
Not having a clue in terms of what I'm gonna be doing the next 10 years of my life. Coach Bailey gave me the opportunity,
Wow.
not only just to play football, but to get an education.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have college on my radar coming out of high school. I was gonna go to work with my dad and just make a living from there like he did.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks to Coach Willard Bailey, who gave me opportunity to come to Virginia Union University, and I like to say the rest is history.
Right.
But again, even at Union, going to Union, we had very little.
Mm.
And you talking about how I was able to build a team out of a little bit of nothing or a small budget. Coach Willard Bailey taught me that.
Mm.
We came in, we were about 75 strong. He may have had 12 scholarships.
Mm.
But when you have that passion, that love for the game, you make those sacrifices.
Right.
You take that loan. I mean, you do what you got to do in terms of living your dream.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to play football.
Mm-hmm.
In order to stay at Virginia Union, I couldn't stay for free.
Right.
So he did what he could do financially. Then the rest was on me. That's called growing up.
Mm-hmm.
That's called maturing. So you got to have some buy-in. So even today, when you paying you respect it a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
than someone just giving you some or handing it to you. You don't work quite as hard. But when you know that if you let down in any one of these areas, playing football or your financial obligation, you're out of there.
Mm.
So that passion and you know and that background, you know, it stayed with me. It just continued to fester. And as I got older and more mature toward my senior year, I fully understood what Coach Bailey was doing and how he raised those young men, and he brought guys in from all corners of the world,
Mm-hmm.
of the country. It didn't matter. If you wanted to play football, you wanted to get an education, then Virginia Union was the place for you.
Right.
Through hook or crook, he got them there. And once he's got them there, he produced some fine, outstanding young men, as you alluded to earlier, who became, excellent fathers and husbands and productive in the community. And this is where I got my upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
And that stayed instilled in me when I got the opportunity to head my own team.
Right.
A long-time assistant, you learn from other coaches, this, that, and the third, but my goal and my dream was to have my own team.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally got my opportunity to have my own team, I implemented those things that stuck with me throughout
Right.
my life.
Right.
And the key ingredient through all of that is being honest.
Mm.
Those guys who were borderline, guys with, attitudes, maybe criminal records, whatever it was, someone gave me a chance, I was willing to give them a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you step out on faith, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
But those guys later on appreciate, Coach, I appreciate you
Right.
being hard on me.
Right.
Coach, I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to, not only to showcase my talent, but get me out of my situation.
Right.
And,
Right.
Again, that's been my drive.
Wow. You heard it. His passion, helping young men out, developing them to become great success stories in life. Waverly Tiller. We're going to take a break right now, play some good music for you. Call in 804-560-1422, 804-560-1422.
I'd like to say a few words. It won't take very long. Into each life, a little rain must fall. And every day cannot be Sunday. And every smile is not a smile of happiness. And every tear that is shed, not a tear of joy. And you lovers in the audience, maybe you have a loved one that's far, far away. Maybe he's across the sea, or maybe she's just in another town. I can imagine when you're all alone in the wee wee hours of the night, you just might get your piece of paper and a pencil and sit down and decide to write. Knowing all the times that this letter that you write may not be a comfort to your loved one home. But let me tell you something you can say. You can say. You can write this. You can tell him. You can say, darling, for your precious love, I give you the world on a silver platter. But you're as well as I that you be telling a great big lie. And you don't want to do that to your loved one, I know what I. But one more thing you can say. You can say, darling, for your precious love, I climb the highest mountain. Something, ladies and gentlemen, you can even go out as far as telling him or her that you try to swim the deepest sea. But I think if you sit back, relax, I think I can give you a better understanding of what I'm trying to say. So just bear with me for a moment. And one more thing I'd like to say here. You know something? I'd like to speak especially to the ladies. You know something, ladies? I don't care if you got a man, whatever kind of man he is. He wants you to get down on your knees and crawl to him sometime. But you know, I have a man back in Newark, New Jersey I don't mind crawling to. Sometime I wake up in the midnight hours, tears rolling down my face, and I say,
All right, we back. We back with Coach Tiller. I know you guys are enjoying the music that I'm playing tonight. Some of you, because I guess I've been off for 3 weeks while they got the soundboard together. You forgot the show was on. But we're on. We're on. So give us a call. You Virginia State Trojans, Virginia Union, Mighty Panthers, Elizabeth City State, Vikings, call in. I know this guy has touched you in some way, shape, or fashion, and talk to him. Congratulate him on his life after football. I know he got his hands in something. We were just talking, and he said he's on his way to Detroit tonight to do a youth camp with Donald Ely, head coach at Alabama State. And, Coach Ely in his right is also a great coach. Watched him grow and being groomed by different head coaches, and he's doing a fine job down there. Coach Tiller, I see a lot of your proteges are getting head jobs places. I interviewed Coach Parker at Virginia Union, just talking about Donald Ely. I know myself, I can remember when I got the defensive coordinator job at Virginia State, and I really didn't know. I knew about run stopping defenses, but I really didn't know about coverages. And I remember you told me to come to your house and bring a notepad and a pen. I did that, and you sat down and explained cover 2, cover 3, man zone, the philosophy that you had blended well with my philosophy up front with the front 7, that was bring pressure up front without having to blitz, but to be in a zone coverage where they can see the ball coming, and that helped a lot. We led the nation in turnovers, interceptions, and fumbles and stuff like that. But basically, as a coach, the ability to tell another coach, even though you had been a defensive coordinator and everything, I think I just said, Tiller, we're gonna do a zone, and that's basically what y'all did was zone techniques and stuff like that. Other places that I coached and was defensive coordinator, and I would tell the defensive back coach, we're gonna be a zone team, so and so. I always came into clashing of the powers. No, we're gonna run a man coverage, and I'm looking down there at them, and they shadowing people while they running routes. I said, yeah, he's practicing man coverage. And many times I would sit them down and say, hey, we're a zone team because we're gonna bring pressure up front, and unless that quarterback that the other team had was a good passer, didn't telegraph his passes, look where he's waiting for that route to develop. I can see them doing a lot of man to man, but it's hard to do man to man when you have 4.7, 4.6 speed defensive backs, and that's what I was trying to tell him. We work in an area, and so it was always butting the heads. You get guys that think they have arrived, and and they hadn't. Can you share some experiences that you had, not giving out any names, but that you had where you was in, charge of the defense or being the head coach, and a young guy that you brought on your staff you had to watch him instead of just concentrating on watching the whole team. You had to keep an eye on what he was doing to make sure on Saturday that everything was going to be ran the way you wanted to be run. Do you have any experiences where you had to tell a young coach, this is what we do?
Well, the main thing, Steve, as you alluded to, I probably have forgotten more defense than most of the young coaches know.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it starts at the root. If you don't have strong roots, tree won't grow.
Right.
Tree won't be able to sustain itself. So when you understand the root of a coverage or a root of a defense, you're able to do something with it. You can spread your wings a little bit and be more diversified.
Mm-hmm.
But defenses that I've been in charge of or have the privilege to coordinate, exactly what we did was coordinate. Linebacker coach had responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive line coach had responsibility. Secondary coach had responsibility. And we dialogued, we talked about it. I had them to understand the root of what it is we're trying to do. The main objective of a defense is to shut down the offense.
Right.
Irregardless what formation or what they're trying to run, the main objective is to shut down the offense. And when you coordinate and you get your assistant coaches or position coaches to understand what it is you're trying to do, it reduces your problems. If a guy is just continue to be out of sorts, then that's what he would be, out of sorts. Because we'll move forward with someone else in terms of getting it done like what the defense called for.
Right.
It's not what the position coach called for. It's what the defense called for. So if we in a 4-3 and we go and got a blitz on, and I want cover 2 man.
Mm-hmm.
When the blitz happens, we're gonna have cover 2 man.
Right.
Not a cover 4 or cover 5 or what have you, but you have to have a commitment. So when you select your coaches, when you surround yourself with some good coaches, they have to believe and understand what it is that you want to get done defensively. Because don't forget the object, of the game.
Right.
Defense is to stop people. Offense is to score on people. So if you got coaches don't believe in your philosophy and your principles, then, he's not the coach for you. Because you waste a lot of energy trying to coach the coach.
Right.
Coach out of what it is he wants to do, instead of putting more emphasis on what it is that you know that the defense need to do.
Right.
So you draw the line in the sand, and you count your losses, because you can't have a coach going against the grain defensively. That would break down your defense.
Right.
Teams would take advantage of you. So keep your circle tight.
Exactly. So, Coach Waverly Tiller is our guest tonight. I got him for a few more minutes. So, guys, the phone lines are open. 804-560-1422. 804-560-1422. Miss Strong, Levon Strong, thank you for checking our show out. We love you at the Steve Rankin Show. And trying to see everybody else who comes in and watch us on Facebook Live.
Trouble sleeping, trouble dreaming of you, trouble speaking, trouble thinking of you. Something strange has happened. I just can't get myself together. No kind of way for you. Must have put a spell on my mind. You must have put a spell on my mind and turned me around. Trouble seeing, trouble visions of you, trouble thinking, trouble control my will to. Take a bow if you want to. I still can't get myself together. No kind of way for you. Must have put a spell on my mind. Must have put a spell on my mind. You made a new man of me. Now I feel heavenly for you. Must have put a spell on my mind. I'm under your power, baby. Oh, spell. I'm under your power, baby. Oh, You see, I gave you everything I had, but you just pushed me away. I tried so hard to break loose, but you gained control every day. I watched you take my whole world from me, and there was nothing I could do. A secret word, a hidden touch, and I belong to you. Must have put a spell on my mind. I'm under your power, baby. Oh, spell. I'm under your power, baby. Oh,
like to do is go out with you to our favorite place like we used to do. The place is closed, don't go there no more. I miss you so since you've gone. What I need to do is to hear from you on the telephone on your way back home. Anytime, spend the dime, I'll be waiting here. Please don't be gone too long. Since you've been gone, I'm about to go out of my mind. Since you've been gone, I'm about to go out of my mind. Just yesterday, I passed the store and saw the lock that's on the door. They left a sign, will be open soon, bringing memories of me and you. What went wrong? What I've got to do is get through to you that I need you more than I knew before. Understand, I'm just half a man lost without your love. How can I go on? Since you've been gone, I'm about to go out of my mind. Remember when love was mine, all mine. And since you've been gone, I'm about to go out of my mind. I miss you so. Since you've been
Darling, since you've been gone, seems like my whole world is falling down on me. And every day is just a day, another day without your love. And when I lay down at night, the quiet is just too loud because I'm all alone. And when I walk around in a crowd, there's no one with me. I'm still alone. And my eyes are finally open, and I can clearly see what you meant to me. For you are my vision of heaven here on this earth. The one I should belong to. The right person for me to hold on to. And you know, darling, since you've been gone, emptiness and darkness surrounds me, and only your love can set me free. Won't you give me your love? I would do it for you. Give me your love.
Since you've been gone, I'm about to go out of my mind. Remember when
All right, we back. Um, got Coach Tiller here for a few minutes before he has to go to the Burning Sands Alumni Football Club for Virginia Union. And I was just talking to Coach Tiller about fundraising and you know um, especially at the HBCU. Um, I don't understand people who get a degree from the university that don't give back. Like I haven't. I graduated from the University of Southern Mississippi, and I haven't been back on campus, since I graduated. But I always give whatever when they call. I always give that 200 or whatever pledge they want to support the university in any way. If the head coach write a letter, I'll send it, no problem. And being at, can you tell me a little bit more about the Burning Sands Alumni Football Club program?
Yeah, Rankin. Just want to just a little small correction. We was the Burning Sands Alumni Football Club. Now we are the Burning Sands Football Alumni Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So we moved up to foundation status, and guys are really excited.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of wanting to give back, they look at our mission. We're mostly former football players, cheerleaders, and supporters of Virginia Union. We're not biased in terms of who becomes a member because it's all for the cause. And our main cause is supporting the football program at Virginia Union University. Virginia Union was good to me. Virginia Union helped pave the way for my lifestyle, my family lifestyle. So, as you indicated, anytime they asked, I gave. Here's an opportunity for a group of guys who cross those burning sands, and that's where, by the way, where the name came from. And those of you who can hear my voice understand when I say burning sand, exactly what I meant in terms of their dust bowl. I mean, who could forget that? Especially the older guys. But we're excited about where the program is going. The university is excited to see so many of the former athletes and sponsors and just fans of Panther football. Because a lot of them cross those burning sands along with us. So it's a new excitement in the air, and again, we're moving forward in the right direction, and we meet monthly. Just proud to say that I'm the vice president.
Okay.
Of the organization. Angus Scott being the president. We have an outstanding board of directors. Thanks to the pandemic, we're on Zoom, so we can bring a lot of folk in. Put names with the faces and let them see, and what we're doing, for the program, to help the football team, and we've done some great things. Since retired, I just jumped in and got in where I fit in. And it just so happened that I, land that position and hopefully earn the respect of a lot of guys as I call them, Facebook them, text them, that they respond. It's just a way of reconnecting those guys, not only to each other, but reconnecting them to the university.
Okay.
To put them in a give back mode. And it's growing. We're about to launch an endowment. We'll be the first athletic program, sponsored program to establish an endowment. We're proud of that fact, and it's only because of the supporters of the university, former athletes, former football players, former cheerleaders. We'll get them a shout out, and just fans, of Panther football. And, I can they'll be so much, proud of Angus Scott, who's leading the charge, and he's garnered the respect, a lot of the alums, and we're doing some good things, a lot of good things. And one of our thrusts is try to get that team back to the championship circle.
Okay.
Man, oh, what day is gonna be? We missed football last year. I mean, I just get excited talking about football and just and Panther football in particular. Now that I'm back home here in Richmond, and we'll be looking forward to just stay tuned.
Okay.
Look out for the Burning Sands and what we're trying to do with the program, and we're going to get to that championship circle because we're going to be right behind them.
That sounds great. That sounds great. Well, Coach, I know you gotta go to the foundation for your meeting, but I just want to say, thank you for being my friend. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for being my friend, because I had a kidney transplant back in, I don't know, it's been like 14 years or something like that. It's been since I had the transplant. No, it's been 13 years since I had the transplant. And I remember you kept calling me. I don't know if you could just hear I was depressed over the phone, but you kept calling me saying, man, come on and be on my staff. Come on and be on my staff. Get up and do something. Come on and be on my staff. And I was just in my little world. And it just meant a lot to me because when I got on the practice field with the young guys, I could feel it coming back. It was in my heart to be the coach that I've always been, but physically I just wasn't there yet. So I had to learn to temper it down, because I remember I was going hard in practice one day, and at the end of practice you was giving the end of practice speech, and my eyes kept blinking. I was like, no, please don't close, because I knew when it closed I was gonna black out. And I blacked out, and next thing I know, y'all guys was around me, fanning me and stuff like that. But you invited me to stay at your house during that season. You took me to and from dialysis, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it, because you opened my eyes to what true friends, are. You was there for me. You helped me out. You didn't pressure me about coaching, and you just let me just do what I do. And I never said it to you because I was always busy and so, but I just wanted to say it to you today. Thank you so much. I'm eternally in your debt. Just thank you for being a good friend. I don't call you as much as I should, but when I need advice or something's on my mind, I give you a call, and you always there for me. And I just want to say thank you, and thank you to Miss Rose, your lovely wife. I know by the end of the season, she had my bags packed and was ready for me to get out of her house. But I love you too, Miss Rose. I love you for just loving on Waverly, and I knew him before. He was the head coach at Elizabeth City, and it's funny when you see someone that's lost in the wilderness, because they can't see the forest for the trees. You know what I'm saying? And Rose just came in and settled you down, and you just seem so happy. I know for the last 20 years you look the same, except you grayed a little bit, but you look the same. No wrinkles. If you put the average guy that's your age, that's just the average guy, you would still look better than him by skin wise. There's no wrinkles, energy. I'm just happy. Rose, thank you. If I never said that, thank you for taking care of this man. And right now we're gonna close out. Let Coach Tiller say a few words, and then we're gonna get back to playing some great music and have some good had a good topic going on. What do you do when you realize you got a loser? Some of you women gonna stay. Some of you women gonna say you'll stick with him, and all that. But trust me, dead weight is exactly what I said, dead weight. So, Coach Tiller, can you send us out with something positive?
Just would like to say, Steve, I received your, thank you sincerely, and I just want to let you know that that's what true friends do. Throughout your life, you meet a whole lot of people. But of those whole lot of people, if you look at one hand, there's 5 fingers on it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you call 5 true friends
Exactly.
that do some of the things that you just heard Steve say that he experienced through my friendship?
Mm-hmm.
Friendship is essential to the soul,
Mm-hmm.
and we only get one life.
Oh yeah.
Live it to the fullest.
Oh yeah.
Keep your circle tight. Always say, don't be an edge walker. 'Cause sometimes if you don't fall in the circle, you're subject to fall off. So don't make it that close.
Exactly.
Stay inside the circle.
Exactly.
Keep your circle tight. And life will be great too.
All right. All right. That was Waverly Tiller, former head coach of Elizabeth City State University, a good friend of mine, and a great mentor. All right, people, we're going to get back to some good music, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Forget when you were mine. Such a love was hard to find. I introduced you to a friend. Then our love came to an end.
I'm left in a place that we call love. Folks know that I'm here all alone in the loneliest house from the block, where the windows are closed and the doors are always locked. The loneliest house on the block, where the windows are closed and the doors are always locked.
I'm on the inside looking out at a world that's full of doubt. Life used to mean so much to me. Now you've gone and set me free.
I watch the streets from end to end, waiting for the rain to let you into the loneliest house on the block. And oh, you're gonna love me. You're gonna wanna hug me and squeeze me.
For the
Love I give.
best you could. If you could give me your heart, I know that you would listen. And I can't say for myself that I've been good, but oh, you're gonna love me, you're gonna need me, you're gonna wanna hug me, baby, baby, and squeeze me for the love that I give to you. Oh, baby, for the love that I give to you. Ooh, baby, hey, baby. And I must admit, you're looking fine. And if you look in my eyes, you'll know that I've been crying. Yes, you will. But this time I'm gonna be true. And oh, you're gonna love me, you're gonna need me, you're gonna wanna hug me, baby, baby, and squeeze me for the love that I give to you. Oh, baby, love And I can't say for myself that I've been good, but oh, you're gonna love me, you're gonna need me, you're gonna hug me, baby, baby, and squeeze me for the love that I give to you. One more time. Love to you. A little song that we gonna sing.
For the love that I give to you.
One more time, baby.
The love that I give to you.
When I hold you in my arms,
The love that I give to you. For the love that I give to you.
and
Hey, you lovely people out there listening to the radio station, Steve Rankin Show. I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Mr. Reginald Russell, former teammate. Tell me how you like that music, man. I'm from Mississippi, small town McGee. Um, where some great players have came out of. Miss LaVon Strong. Let me know how y'all liking my music. Do y'all want me to speed it up? But also, the topic today, because I see so many young women and so many accomplished women that are, I guess I would say, settling, for a relationship in convenience, and I'm just saying, you take a guy off the street, or you take him off the street because he looks good. He got on a new coat, suit, whatever. You meet him at a bar or somewhere, restaurant, and he puts his charms on you, and you invite him to your house and invite him to stay over, and you get up to go to work the next day, and usually guys, when you get up, they getting up to put their clothes on, so they leave out the house when you do. But you got a gentleman that's still sleeping in the bed, and you get ready for work, and he's still acting like he's sleeping. You go to work, you tell him, take his time, just lock the house up, and if he leaves, and you come back home, he's on the couch watching TV in a real comfortable position, and because you don't say anything to him, he just there. A week go by, he there. Next week go by, he's still there, ain't went home. Now you trying to say, is he trying to move in or what? But then when you ask him, to go home because you got some guests coming over, he's stalling and don't want to leave. Now it's becoming an issue, and it's about to get ugly. So what do? Do you just let him stay there and you take care of him? Or do you call the police and have him removed from your house? Because nowadays when the police come and they say, well, I've been living here, they pretty much just look at you and say, there's nothing that I can do. Especially if he lying, say, I've been helping her out with bills and everything. Now she want to kick me out. The police are going to say, ain't nothing we can do. So what do you do? Call in. Let me know your view. Call in 804-560-1422. 804-560-1422. Call in. Let me know what you think. And right now we're going to play a good one, an oldie but goodie from the Dramatics. I love this song. I Can't Get Over You.
Hello? This is Jay. Yeah, Jay, baby. Wait a minute. Wait, please. Don't hang up on me. You see, I know you've been going through some changes. But I've been going through some changes myself. I've been walking the floor, can't sleep. Slamming doors, darling. I mean, this is just a drag, and it's all because I can't get over you. I can't get over you. I've tried and I've tried. Oh, I can't get you off of my mind. This feeling I have for you is strong indeed. With a flame I can put out.
the air. I turned it down. I'm not hearing anything.
Hello?
It's still on.
Hello?
Oh, he come. I hear him. I can hear him saying something.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
but it's so loud on my headphone. Yeah. Hello, caller.
Yep.
I think he. Oh, just hit on. Hello, caller. I
What's
still
right?
can't hear him.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
I still can't hear him. Do I need to push that button? Hello, caller.
Yes. Hello? Hello?
The
You there?
yeah, the music. Oh, well, you told me, PJ. Yeah. Hello, caller. Uh, you're gonna have to give me a call back. I'm still trying to work this new soundboard out. But yes, 804 560 1422. 804 560 1422. Call in.
Yeah. Giving up is hard to do. When you really love someone, giving up so hard to do. When you still depend upon her warm and tender touch, her kiss and her caress,
so much. And bring you happiness. Oh, give it up. So hard to do. I've tried. But it just ain't no use giving up. So hard to do. I said I've tried, but it just ain't no use. But my light of hope is burning dim. But in my heart I pray that my love and faith in the girl will bring her back someday. Talking about giving up someone. Whether she knows or not, she really needs me too. The little girl is
Yes,
all
sir.
I got.
Can you?
Yes, she is.
I hear you perfect. Yeah.
And giving
All right.
Giving love is so hard to do.
Oh, that's what. But it didn't come in though.
So hard
Oh.
to do.
Okay. Yeah.
Giving up. So very hard to do. I said I tried. Hey, but I just can't get through. Woo! Giving up. It's so hard for me to do. I don't want to lose you, 'cause you mean so much to me.
All right. All right. That was the great Donny Hathaway song entitled "Giving Up." Still waiting on some phone calls on the topic. Caller, I lost you. I'm trying to figure out the new board, but we got it worked out. So give us a call, 804-560-1422. 804-560-1422. Oasis Broadcasting Network, the Steve Rankin Show.
Here I am, there you are. We've been sitting here for so long. You and I catching each other's eyes and wondering if we should give it all. Should I just walk away with nothing to say, or take a chance on romance? Oh girl, tell me, where do we go from here? Yeah. Here we are, all alone. Finally got together to see if you and I can share love affair, to find out if we were meant to be. Should I just turn my head like nothing has been said, or take a chance on your love? Oh girl, tell me, where do we go from here? Yeah. Won't you help me sing? La 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 la. La 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 la. Ooh, you do I. So should I just turn my head like nothing has been said, or take a chance on your love? Girl, tell me, where do we go from here? Oh girl, tell me, where do we go from here? Oh, girl, tell me, where do we go from here?
Hello, caller, you on the air. I'm good. Who am I? Who am I speaking with? Say that again. Hey, Scales, what's going on? I'm good. I'm good. I'm just. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So, you was called. I guess you was calling to tell Coach Tiller some words of encouragement.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, he just left. He just left about 20 minutes ago, but he's still listening to the radio show.
Okay.
So, if you'd like to give him some words or share a memory, we'll still take it.
Okay. Well, Coach Till, you listening? I appreciate everything you've done for me. You've done for Elizabeth City. Football hasn't been the same, I don't think, at Elizabeth City since you guys left. But you guys, y'all made it more than football. Y'all turned boys into men. Y'all taught us things that I still use to this day. Family, leadership, all kinds of things, man. I just appreciate everything y'all have done for us, especially me, even you, Coach Frank. That tough love that you gave us all, it's tremendous. I can't thank you guys enough. When I first got there, I didn't understand it. It was kind of hard to adapt to it. But as I broke into the system, understood what you guys were trying to give us, it made things easier. Of course, it made things better on the field, and it's even made life better. And I just appreciate everything you guys have done for us, man.
Well, Mr. Scales, I'm pretty much proud of you myself, man. Always knew you was a great guy. I just remember when you was a freshman and you was doing all that silly stuff with Dimps, and
Yep.
we had a little session out there after practice. But I really watched you grow, and you were brought up by some great parents. Your dad, phenomenal, great on the grill too. He's a great grillman.
Oh yeah.
So Mr. Scales, I want to congratulate you on your skill marksmanship, because you can throw down on some steaks and some grilled chicken. But yes, Tyson, I see on Facebook's the clippings. Your wife is happy, which means you're being a great husband as well as a great father. And like I always said after that Bowie State game, when you got on your knees, I was shocked, and proposed to your girlfriend then, and now she's your wife, and you guys have bought a house. You're living the American dream. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So I know Coach Tiller is out there listening to it right now. I know he's very appreciative of what you just said about him. So we expect big things out of you. I know you're a deputy sheriff now.
Detective.
You done moved up to detective.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what's going on. That is what's happening, man. God bless you.
Yes, sir.
So I'm not gonna keep you online. But we're so thankful that you called in, and we look forward to hearing more things from you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So continue to keep doing what you're doing, young man. God is definitely favoring you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Y'all take care out there now.
All right. You tell your parents I said hey.
Yes, sir. We'll do.
All right. Thank you for calling in.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Caller, please call back. Please call back. That was from the Enchantments. Where do we go from here? The great Donny Hathaway. Great lyrics, great song. Check it out.
We may never meet again. Before you go, make this moment sweet again. We won't say good night until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand, and my heart will be in it. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and we go like the ripples of a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come. For all we
Y'all, I know y'all can hear Mr. Hidalgo talk about his motivation, being self-determined, self-motivation. But that was the great Donny Hathaway. A lot of people don't know that song. It's For All We Know. Great lyrics. If you get a chance, go on YouTube and look it up and just listen to the words of that song. You know, always about a lover. I don't know if he was sick during that time and he was sending a goodbye message to his lover, partner. But it's a great song to listen to. This song I'm getting ready to play by Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. I Can't Get Over You. To me, is one of the greatest songs. It gets me going. And I like the lyrics of this song also. So check it out. Can't Get Over You by Maze featuring Frankie Beverly.